Hi, I'm Shayna.
And I'm Tracey, and we are the creators of The Pump A Dump Show. We are moms, but we were women first. And in this podcast, we explore what it's like to be a woman who also happens to be a mom.
Before we were moms, we were women. Before we were moms, we were chilling. We were pumping and dumping. We're talking about something. This is the Pump A Dump Podcast.
All right, so last week was so fun.
So fun.
And I thought that was kind of the most amazing part of last week's airing our Dirty Laundry episode, which if you missed it and are just somehow listening to part 2 instead of part 1.
Well, that's a good thing about a podcast. You can just go back and
You
listen
can
to part
go back.
1. It's there.
Also, that's how I accidentally buy my kids books all the time. I'm always like, oh, shoot, this is the second one.
Oh, really?
It happens to me all the time.
Oh, that's
We're
fascinating.
reading this graphic novel with Bo right now, and he goes to, my 6-year-old, he goes to the back of the book and he's like, there's a number 1 called this. And I was like, oh, shoot. Sorry, man.
Oh.
Anyway.
Okay.
So if you're doing that with this podcast episode, we have been airing our dirty laundry with 2 guests, 2 of our friends. And it's kind of fascinating to me because the people that we chose were so perfectly opposite from each other.
And us, like we're all 4 of us, I think, are all like completely different.
I mean, I think Courtney and I were probably a little more similar in organizational skills. And you and Serena are pretty much closer in organizational skills. But I think we're all 4 have, run very different households.
Right. We all have our ticks, which if you didn't hear, you'll hear more on this one. Yeah, no, it's been fun. And thanks to everyone who's given us feedback and commented. I think a lot of people love to hear what other moms do behind closed doors, which is why I thought this subject was so fascinating, and glad that you guys liked it. I've been learning a lot about my friends and people who are just like, oh, well, I always,
I label too.
No one has told me. In fact, I've had phone calls and texts from friends that are like, nobody labels as much as you.
Yeah.
I didn't know.
Well,
and then I whipped it out the other day,
mom
and I was
does.
laughing at myself. Does she? Well, I always knew I liked
Oh
her
yeah,
better.
Marcia Firm is the labeler.
Really?
Oh yeah,
I love that.
I'm not sure in the kitchen as much actually. Now that I think about it, but like she's an organized, like office everything.
That doesn't surprise me.
No.
But nobody labels where their mac and cheese is supposed to go.
Nobody labels their healthy fats like you.
The sickest part of that whole thing is that it makes me so happy to see that label when I go to my healthy fats section.
And that's fine. That is absolutely what you should do. You should do little things in your life to make you happy.
To keep the monkey brain from exploding, which
Sure.
is my daily challenge. But anyway, so this is part 2 of airing our dirty laundry because our conversation went so long. We divided this into 2 episodes.
Yeah. And this one, I think we're going to find out like the big question, which is how often do you change your sheets?
I mean, isn't that what everyone wants to know?
And I think we also talk about more food stuff. And then the grossest thing you have found in your kids' room, and Courtney has a pretty good.
I know. I already have watery mouth remembering what she said. It's disgusting.
So enjoy the rest of our conversation, and there you have it.
We got a special guest. Special guest.
All right. Is it my turn? Okay.
This is fun.
This is fun.
It is. I almost feel like we should open a bottle of wine.
Ooh, I'm in.
Are you close or friendly with your immediate neighbors? Me. Yes and no. I'm friendly with 2 of them, and then unfortunately we had a falling out over a fence.
Oh, your
with
neighbor?
the woman next to us who's like an old lady, and it was really someone who I have like a very active guilt complex, and she really screwed us on this fence. And she's like this old lady who lives by herself and has all these health problems, but she totally just like stabbed us in the back and then like never paid us and said she would. And I'm really angry about her. And then so I feel bad on a daily basis that I'm not like bringing her food, but I also don't like her at all as a human being. So we're not friendly with her.
We have a close community of friends on our in our area. We have not all of them. I mean,
I'm talking like the people you share fences with, like your immediate, the ones
we have a house next to us that has been 4 years in construction and no one lives there.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, we won't go there. Ooh. And then the neighbors next door, yeah, but we have neighbors on our, like across the street that we redid our garage, and we have a little unit in the back of our house. And so her best friend lives there. So we all kind of hang out
Well, compoundy.
It is
I
our
love
little
that.
communal compound. Yeah,
Help
it's
each other
nice.
with your kids. It's
We
so great.
do. Yeah.
That's great.
Yeah.
Serena.
Our neighbors to our right, they're a nice older couple. They are in the front of their house sweeping dust, and they're out there just pruning and doing nothing for hours on end. They're retired, and they're just busybodies, just pruning and sweeping. And I'm like,
pruning
honey,
away.
we got a whole tree of leaves. Come on over. And she's like, no. And then the guy next to us, he's a divorced dad, and he has like Land Rovers and BMWs, and he's in and out, and he's got a different car, and I watch his late night moves like, oh, where's he going tonight?
You're like the neighborhood watch.
I am.
Sure.
You can imagine.
Yes,
No,
yes.
because I have the great view from like the middle of the cul-de-sac, so I'm like looking at everyone all the time from my office window like, oh, what's she bringing home? Oh.
You do. When you work from home, you do
Yeah.
see a lot in the hood.
Yeah.
Goings on.
Yeah.
What about you, Shay?
Our neighbors on one side are great. It's a couple with a son who's now, I think, like 14.
He's so lovely.
He's so lovely. And he's a pianist. And he also plays the viola, I think. And he babysits my kids sometimes.
Oh,
I mean, just like
that's
really,
nice.
really great people. And then the other side is a fucking shit show. They rent it and it's just like different people all the time. And it totally freaks me out.
Isn't
And
that the one where you thought the dog was
Yeah,
dying?
did-
there was
Wasn't
like
there
a
like a
guy
dog
abusing
beater?
a dog for a while, and I reported it, and there's like it's just a shit show next door on the other side.
And then I have this bizarre conspiracy theory that the people on our back fence are witness protection, but we'll go into that later.
All right. This question I feel like was the impetus for this show, by the way. How often do you change your kids' sheets? I have to go first.
Yeah.
Don't
Well-
worry, I'm going to be partner with you in this.
To my credit, we have bunk beds and it fucking
That
sucks.
sucks.
So really, when they puke,
Which is often. So
which is often.
more
So
often
not-
than you think.
More
Yeah.
often than you think. Yeah, not quite as often as I should. Probably, oh God, dirty secrets. Once every several months.
I'm with you. I don't. I change her sheets when I'm like, oh shit, I can't remember when I changed her sheets. Not often. When do you? Okay. No.
Yeah, my daughter's sheets, I don't know, maybe once or twice a year. And
Oh my God.
I mean,
they're not dirty.
if I smelled them or I saw that they were stained or
Crosby, because those boys, they,
Ugh,
they
right.
just smell like pee. And so I do more often, but I don't know, maybe 4 times a year.
yeah, okay.
Don't ask me about
this
my
is
sheets
about.
Serena.
Maybe once or twice a month.
Okay.
So not like cray.
Not like every
No,
Sunday.
but I make their beds every day, or they make their beds, and I have to make my bed every day, or I can't function if my bed is not made.
I
And
love that.
I make my kids make their beds, and if they don't do it, then I'll do it, which is super annoying. But it just makes me feel better.
Oh, I can't be in my room without it made.
Right. Okay,
Like
good.
when
I'm
I was a
glad I'm
kid, I
helping
could
with
never
that.
do homework unless my room was clean. I know that sounds weird,
No.
but even in high school,
Oh,
like I
yeah.
couldn't.
'Cause you
I'm
need a
a
clean
neat
space. Right.
person. I'm just not particularly clean.
Surprise. I do make my bed every day.
That's nice.
Well, because it's like you can see my room.
Oh,
But my
your room.
kid's bed, never. And when I do, which is rare, maybe once, twice a year when I clean their sheets, I feel like such a mom, like that they're going to come in and just be,
they don't give a shit.
They don't care.
I don't give a shit.
No.
Yeah, I don't remember. Evie's or not, but I make my bed. I don't make the bed, but it's the same thing. I get out of bed and then it's like go. It's like I'm done with sleeping and then I just move on to the next thing and I don't even think to go back and make it. My husband makes the bed.
I can't get into bed without it being neat.
Me too.
Me
I
too.
prefer it. You're so right. I don't love it. I'll do it more than
Now,
like,
Christopher could lay down in his shoes on top of the bed with toys under him and fall asleep. And I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with you?
Yeah. And I make Evie make her bed on Saturdays. And so like when she has to do her chores, she has to make her bed. I'm just not organized enough. It's too crazy in the mornings for her to
Totally.
make it. Is that my turn? Okay. Have you ever fed your kids something that you would never eat? Well, I hate tomatoes.
Like, for example, would you cut a piece of mold off a strawberry and then
Oh.
feed the strawberry to your kid?
Oh,
I think that's
absolutely. I think I did that this morning.
Like you wouldn't eat that strawberry, but you're like, oh, this is fine for you. I feel like that's me all the time.
Oh, that's what we're talking about? Yeah. I cut mold off a lot of food and just then feed it to her. Like if there's like a little part of bread that's moldy, I just slice it off.
But you wouldn't eat it yourself?
Oh, I'm not weird about that kind of stuff. I just eat it. I'm not afraid of it. I have a strong stomach. I don't know. It doesn't, I mean, I'm not going to eat like rancid food, but certainly cut around strawberries and put those in our lunch for sure.
Yeah, just the other day, I'm weird about dairy. Like dairy, if it is even close to the expiration date, I won't eat it. And there was yogurt, and Harper wanted some, and it was like 10 days old. Oh, I just smelled it, and it's good. So I gave, and I would have, no way. But she was fine.
It's fine for the daughter.
Yeah.
I don't know. I love food. Like I'll eat as I cook, and I make lunches, and I take Love Bites. So
Love Bites.
My mom took Love Bites for my sandwiches, so now I do Love Bites.
Oh, that's
They're
cute.
like, yeah, there's like a huge hunk of my sandwich.
I've never heard of
That's
that. That's
adorable.
amazing.
I'm like, oh, mom took a Love Bite, so
That's funny.
I'm eating what they're eating, so it usually is pretty good.
Pretty unmoldy.
I don't deal with mold. Throw it away.
I don't, well, another dirty secret. I don't really eat a lot of fruits and vegetables.
It's true.
Never have.
America.
Never
It's
have.
a big concern of mine.
I do take vitamins. I do have certain fruits that I like and certain vegetables that I like. And I definitely eat a lot of salad. I won't make a dinner that doesn't have a vegetable or a salad. But what I feed my kids is definitely stuff that I just wouldn't ever like or try.
I get why we're friends. We're a lot more alike.
Do you cut mold off anything and give it to them when you make
Oh,
their-
certainly.
Okay.
I mean, certainly. Especially when they were little and you only fed them, so many fruits and vegetables. Like fruits and vegetables, there's just always going to be like a brown spot or something. Like I would never eat it. I'm like totally picky. But
And I'm with you on yogurt. I've let her eat yogurt before, and I'm like, just wait for it. I'm waiting for like.
Do you tell them that the brown spots on bananas are like good for you?
That's one thing I hate. I hate brown bananas.
Yeah,
like
I can't do
with
it.
my life. So, and I am actually really picky about eating fruit. So, if she complains about it, I'll try to make her eat it, and if she doesn't, I'm just like, fair enough, kid. It's disgusting.
Ready?
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have a secret stash of food you hide from your kids? I mean, not like all, like I don't have a place that I put food, but yeah, I mean, if I have, like, I think I might have some chocolate chips that I put high and behind something so they don't find them. But no, I don't really hide food from them. I hide their food, like some of their Halloween candy.
Oh yeah.
Well, sure.
Yeah, like I take that good stuff out and I put that away. That's for me.
I'm obsessed with candy, and so like I have hot tamales stashed.
Of all the candies,
But I
never
like
would have
love hot
expected.
tamales. So like they're in my desk drawer, so they don't know
Oh.
like where those are. So
Oh,
That's cool.
once in a while, I just need that like
hot tamale.
hot tamale
in your mouth.
Mm-hmm.
I'm kind of like, Chris has always accused me. I'm like a dog when I'm eating. Like, don't touch me and don't touch my food. I get like really worked up about it. Like, remember how I was saying that Chris and I will like sit in front of the TV and eat like a big gluttonous, beautiful meal. Like if he was to like put his hand on my back during that, I would be like, 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 so there are certain things that I'm really gluttonous about and love and really, really want. Cause I am pretty strict. Like for example, I love Boursin. Okay. Cheese.
No, we know.
Yeah.
You
Oh,
do.
right.
Love Boursin.
Bousin.
R-S-I-N.
Okay.
It's like herby goat cheese. It's
Oh my
delicious.
God, it's so good. And Bo has recently discovered that he likes Boursin. And so now it's like if there's a Boursin, I just like I try everything I
Hide that
can to
shit.
not let him see that there's a Boursin because he's gonna go in there and dig in and it's my Boursin. So certain things like that. But don't fuck with my food, basically.
Oh.
Or touch me when I'm eating.
Yeah, I don't hide anything. I don't. My kid's a rule follower too, so she would, even if she wasn't supposed to eat, like she would never. But
Oh,
I
I
don't-
found Ava. If she hears this, she'll freak out. But she was in our freezer in the garage, and I had chocolate cake that I from a party, and she was literally like unfolding and biting out of chocolate cake. Like,
oh, girl,
like holy shit, that's totally shit I would have done. We
You're
don't
like,
have a
I'm
lot
not
of-
even mad.
We
I'm
don't have a lot of
impressed.
junk food at my house, and shocker. And so she was just like, "Oh my god, there's fucking chocolate cake in the freezer. I'm gonna have a bite."
It's like calling to her.
It was like, and I was like,
It's amazing.
"That was hilarious." Do you eat on paper plates for family meals?
Oh, no.
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 Do you have cloth napkins?
Yeah.
I
Yes.
do too.
Because of environmental reasons.
Yes. I would
Yes.
never, like, even when my mom comes in from the Midwest, right? And always wants to buy paper plates when we come out here, and it kills
I
me.
get
and I won't let
anxiety.
it.
Yeah.
No, we have certain plates that we'll use if we have a lot of people and it's just kind of easy to wash, but no paper plates and cloth napkins.
Yeah.
We're the worst about paper towels. We use paper towels for everything. Don't write in.
It's hard. It's hard with kids, man. I mean, I feel like I'm just now starting to phase it all out, like, and just move
Me too.
only to napkins and or like cloth napkins. We've always done that, and we always set the table because that's how I was raised. But now I'm trying to not use as many paper towels and just use like cut up.
So I
like,
know this isn't like a
towels and
surprise,
stuff.
but when I say we use cloth napkins, we
Reuse
Use
them?
cloth.
we use cloth that is used to wipe down things. Those are our paper towels now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, we still have paper towels. We just don't.
Yeah.
I'm trying to get everyone not to use them.
It's hard.
ever.
Yeah.
We for everything that I said about like meals and stuff, I'm a table setter too. Like even Chris and I at the coffee table, there is always a table set for us to sit down at, and I make the kids set their table, get their chairs, blah blah blah. I don't know why.
That's my thing. Like, I feel like I can't eat a meal. I can't even skip. I have to have a full place setting, like knife, fork, and spoon. Even if
really?
you're very obviously not going to use the knife.
Wow.
Like, that's my can't go to bed without the bed made. Like, if we're going to set the table, it needs to be set properly every time.
Wow. We just do the utensil that we need.
That's what I do.
Only for that's like for like Friday night movie night when we're just like slurping in pasta on the couch.
That's
But
how I eat every night.
sweet.
Yeah, I
into
would
it.
never think
She doesn't
about
even
setting
need
the
utensils
table
for her popcorn.
Yeah, no way. No, I would never set. I mean, on Thanksgiving, but even then, we do it family style.
Okay.
No setting the table.
Who's next? Shay?
Shay.
Do you use expired medicine?
You go first.
Oh. I try not to. I definitely wouldn't give my kids antibiotics or anything that were prescribed for a certain, like my mother and father are like total, like med heads, like medicate for everything, you know? So I think that like they certainly, if they had some extra antibiotic in the house from anything and you had a sniffle, would be like, oh, take this. So I don't do that at all. I think they'll give me some Xanax and stuff that I don't know what the expiration date is. I just have it like under my sink for emergency situations.
Yeah.
But no, not. And the kids, I try to go through it and make sure that it's not expired.
Yeah. I'm sure I do. I don't. And then I kind of like keep leftover painkillers for emergencies. And I'm pretty sure there's like a bottle of like allergy medicine. It's like, it's literally got shit like crystallized on the outside. It's probably like spilled on a trip or something. And I have no idea what year it's supposed to be.
Yeah, I think expiration dates, except on dairy, is a gimmick.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
really?
yeah, nah. I would take it and give it to my kids.
And you're a nurse,
And
so
I'm-
you know
Yeah.
that's your professional
Yeah,
opinion.
I mean, there's not like anything wrong with it. It may not work as well.
The effectiveness.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Right.
it's not going to hurt you.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're not going to like grow a third eye if you take some
Exactly.
like,
Antibiotics from
Yeah.
like 5 years ago. It's
Right.
fine.
Oh. Yeah, I throw everything away.
Sure.
It's expired.
Because like keeping and taking are two different things. Like I have an entire drawer full of shit in there. I have no idea what's happening. Like there's a lot of different.
so
yeah.
yeah.
I mean, do I clean it out? You know, but if I wouldn't give them, I
I'm
would
that
love to be
annoying
like,
person
oh,
if I go in your bathroom. I'm like, did you know this is
oh my
expired?
God,
Oh, God.
don't go in my bathroom. Just the toothpaste comment.
I don't
alone.
know if I can invite you to my house. Unless you want to.
I'm so sorry.
Well, you're a wonderful person. You just have
Thanks.
your own
Absolutely.
things. Do you recycle? Yes, obsessively.
Absolutely.
yes, I do.
I do too.
And compost.
I don't do that.
I don't, but I feel guilty about it, and it's only because we did so much house construction that we didn't have a place for it, and now
Well, I don't compost like that.
Oh.
Right. I do it through
Like
the
on
city.
on your kitchen sink with the bowl or that pot of things of
The smelly thing.
It's not smelly. Only like when on really hot days.
And can I tell you, I used to do that. And then when I was pregnant, one whiff of that bucket, it literally has ruined me to this day.
Yeah.
I still have, I was so sick when I was pregnant anyway. And then I smelled that. You know how just there's certain things when you're pregnant and you can't ever go back to it. Compost is one. I think that's probably why I haven't done it
You have to take it out often.
Yeah.
But yes. Do you worry about what people think of how you keep your house when they come over? I mean, of course. Doesn't mean I'm going to clean it for you, but I am someone, Shayna, you know this. I love to hang out with people all the time, but I would much rather come to your house. And it's because two things. One, I don't really want to pick up my house for you. And when I cook, when people are over, I feel like I'm missing out on what's happening. What's that called? Isn't there like a thing?
FOMO.
For that? FOMO. Yeah, I'm definitely one of those.
Oh, interesting.
And so when I go to other people's house, so you know how some people can just like cook and they're just like in whatever's happening.
Yeah, that's the two
You
mother
know,
hens.
no, I feel like I'm like, if I'm cooking, I'm like frantically trying to figure out how to get it done so I can go and hang out.
Oh,
Yeah. What was
Makes
the
sense.
question? What was that about? Oh, so yeah, you know,
care?
of course I care. I mean, I want it to be nice when people come over and smell good. I don't want them to smell my compost. So
Might take that out.
yeah, I might take that out and take out the trash and light some candles and definitely clean the toilet and the sink. But
if someone's like, "Oh, can I just drop by?" and your house is a mess, are you like, "Oh, I'm not home," or do you just let them in?
no, they can come over. I feel that more way about my car.
Oh,
Like I don't like people in my car because it's a disaster. Yeah. I'm sure your car is clean.
yeah.
She's nodding.
Serena, we love you.
No, I love entertaining, as Tracy does. Tracy and I love to entertain. So I love when people come over and I always make a little bit of an effort. But my house is picked up because I can't stand just clutter. I hate it. So if someone comes over and like there's stuff on the counter, like mail, I'm like, oh God, I have to put that away.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm not totally nuts, but yeah.
I mean, I'm similar, even though I wouldn't consider myself on the organized side. I'm definitely straightening up all the time and love to entertain and love people over. And that's why, like, when I lived in New York for so many years and never had like a house, you know, all I ever wanted, like my dream was to have an open floor plan. I just wanted to be able to be in the kitchen and drinking wine and talking and having, you know, Chris cook. But like that's my dream. That's like the way I need to live. And I want people, and one of my goals as my kids get older is that I want all the kids to hang out at our house. And I want, you know, this to always be a place that people can come. That means I will also be just constantly cleaning up.
Right.
Yeah, but I'm so messy during the day. So if someone's coming over to like drop something off or needs to like have something, I don't know, I freak out because if they see my kitchen before like 3:00, it looks like a whirlwind went through it. So I do kind of panic if people just like drop by. And I will say my mother-in-law, who's British, this is like a crazy story. When she was growing up in the whatever, like when she had young kids, so in the 60s, 70s, there's like a brigade of women, and they would, from the church, who would stop by your house while you were like when your kids were young, just to check and to see if your house was in order.
Whoa.
And like report back. It was this horrible. She's told it to me. I almost wanted her to call in and talk about it. So she lived in constant fear that anything would be out of place in her home.
Well, what would happen if it was? I
You
mean,
would
what
just
was
be
the point?
shamed in your little community. She was in a small, very Protestant town, and it was just, you would just be
That's horrible.
horrible.
Wow.
I know. Sad cake.
I'd be an outcast.
I know. Well, I think we all would.
Sheesh.
What's the grossest thing in your shower?
Serena.
You know,
She's like, there's a drop of shampoo outside one bottle, and it's driving me nuts.
our shower, I don't know, it's, you know, it's got soap, whatevs. I don't really do that part of the cleaning, but my Clarisonic kind of gets gross. So my facialist told me to take antibacterial soap and hot water and take off that little top
that's so
and just
gross, yeah.
put it in hot water with and it always cleans it up. So that's
How
kinda
often
like,
do you do that?
maybe once a month.
What's a Clairsonic?
It's like
The toothbrush.
like a little vibrating thing for your skin.
No,
like
it's for your face.
Your
Oh, I
face.
thought you were talking about.
I
the
thought it was
No,
like
there's a
Sonic hair.
Clairsonic. What is that? Isn't it called?
Yeah,
It's
like
a
that.
Mia. It's called Mia.
Yeah, it's that thing that you. It's like a.
It's like
It's
an
like a
oscillating
toothbrush
brush
for your face.
Ooh.
Yeah.
And that's why you have such glowy skin. We've talked about your skin before. You have like very
So
glowy.
things are happening. The hormones are drying me out. I'm very concerned. We'll have to talk about that later.
It happens.
Yeah, but I'm all about facials.
So your Clairsonic is the grossest thing in your shower. Okay. Tracy was shocked to find this out earlier. Chris and I are shower flossers. So
What's that mean?
Will you brush and floss in your shower?
I do.
Oh, wow.
I do. And we have
Logical. Makes sense.
we have a cup, just a plastic cup in our shower where we put our floss. And then
like the floss you just used.
Yes.
yeah, and then like when we are going to clean the shower, we dump that out and put the cup back. It's just like a little trash bin for your floss. And I guess that's apparently, according to the people vomiting at this table, the grossest thing that's ever happened. It just never even occurred to me that it was gross until we talked about it today. I
And
mean,
it just doesn't seem like you either. It just seems like something that you couldn't stand looking at, like at all. It seems totally counter to your personality.
honestly just don't even see it.
Sure,
It's a black
obviously.
cup. And so the floss just kind of goes down. And like if I'm using a disposable razor, I don't really use one anymore, but like when I had disposable razors, I would like, if that was done, I would put, it's just it's a little trash receptacle.
Shower trash bin.
Yeah. And then, so that's the grossest thing. Apparently
I would just say
that and the semen on the walls.
That's not inside you.
It's the only, that's not, that's the
how
only,
she likes it.
It's the only place in our house that has a door that locks. So that's all I'm saying.
a lot of shower time for you.
Uh-huh.
I would say the grossest thing in my shower is the bathtub that the shower is in. I just feel like that thing just gets so gross. And sometimes I just forget to clean scrub the bathtub. And then when I do, it's a whole, like I get naked and put gloves on and I go to town on it. Like
I would love to see that.
I know. No, you would not. It's not fun with like a drink in my hand. And I'm just like, fucking soap scum.
Loud music.
Yeah, I hate, but when I do it, I do it. But yeah, I feel like the bathtub just gets nasty.
It does. I would say we have this shelf. There's a window, like a high window, that has a shelf that we put all our stuff on. And I'm short, so I never see it.
Out of sight, out of mind.
Just the other day, I was looking for something, and so I had to stand on the tub edge to look over and see. And even for my standards, it has to be done. I have to clean. There's like old bottle things up there from
sure.
whatever, that's been empty forever. And probably it's so gross.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You got to take care of that.
And then the tub, I think that's gross. I do clean that often. I don't like that.
yeah. I don't like it.
My turn? Okay. What's the grossest thing you've ever found in your kids' room?
Oh, God.
Oh,
I'll tell you, mine was last week. My daughter's real into making slime, and there was a Ziploc bag full of like molded slime. It was the most gross thing I've ever seen. Like the colors that were in that mold were like not colors. Like it was like the grayest of the gray.
Ooh, deep mold.
Deep, nasty.
Ugh,
just
gross.
sitting there in her slime bin.
Yeah. I found like at the end of summer, like a swimsuit that never got hung up that's just been crumpled somewhere under other things.
Ugh.
And that makes me, I hate like wet towels and wetsuits if they're not
Wet
hung up. It just
towels
makes me
freak
so
me
gross. So that was pretty and that's nasty. And I do find like everyone finds thermoses, I suppose, or food that makes its way in there. I try to not
Sippy
let her.
cups when they were
I'm
little.
sure. I'm sure.
well, in my son's room when I was cleaning it, because yes, he's sick, so I clean his room.
Sure.
Once every 5 months or something. And there was a cup on his dresser, and I looked at it and I thought, well, that looks yellow. And he was 5 at the time, and yes, it was what you think it is. It was a cup full of his pee that he just peed.
God.
A cup, like a normal cup that we use. I mean, he just took it and decided to pee in the cup.
And just
and
kept
leave it.
And then
Yeah, and I don't know how long it was there, right? Because you can imagine I probably leave there cups of water on the dresser for whatever. But yeah, and it was gross.
Oh God, that's gross. Yeah.
gross, like fermented.
And then in my daughter's room, she has a bathroom in her room. And one of the smells that is terrible is when they go to the bathroom, when they pee, and then they shut the lid and never flush.
Yes. That
Oh my
happens to
God,
me.
it's terrible.
It's
Oh, my son is
disgusting.
like, I walk
how
by
does it
I'm
get
like,
so-
what is that smell? And it's just
horrible.
sitting there.
It's a horrible.
That's
And
because we yell at him, don't flush the toilet at night. It wakes up the whole house.
Oh, interesting.
Well, and we yell at her, don't flush because it wastes water. So now my poor daughter like doesn't flush.
Yeah,
we always
we-
do it 2 times.
yeah, we are not big flushers either. I mean, of course, if you poop.
Well, sure.
Yeah, right. But when you pee, no, we could go all day with pee.
Yeah,
in the
we do
toilet.
too, just
Oh.
because of the water thing. It's Colorado.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
But
this
it's
is
gross,
like days,
but then it gets gross, yeah.
And it's like cloudy when you open it up, and it just
Oh,
like,
God.
My God.
and it's
Backdraft of
yeah. So yeah, the cup of pee in my son's room. I'm sure I could think of more.
that's
He's
pretty
kind of
epic.
gross.
Yeah. Crusty underwear.
Yeah,
That just kind of throws me over the edge. And young, new, period underwear. Who doesn't know how to properly dispose of her little sanitary napkins.
Oh no.
It's just stinky. I'm like,
Oh, bless her heart.
Wow. Yeah. We're not there yet, but I'm sure
It's
that's
coming.
It's
Oh,
coming down the
It's
pipeline.
literally coming.
it's coming.
or like a sticky sock that's going to be
Oh,
coming
God.
too.
My uncle said that my cousin, he just spent a big amount of time like sleeping in the guest room, and they found just like all these tissues underneath the bed. I was like, oh God.
I'm not ready for that.
I know.
Oh.
How often do you mop your floors?
Oh, you said that.
Never.
I know it sounds gross, but I don't.
It's hard. We have all wood floors everywhere, and it's like a task to do it.
Us too, and we don't have a very big house either, and it is all wood floors. And I think I don't have the right contraption to do it with. And I've tried different things.
You just got to go back to the old fashioned mop and bucket. I found we've tried everything.
that won't work.
You don't
That's
like the
too much
Bona?
work. Oh, I did have the Bona.
Well, I can't.
It did, and I like that they're rewashable.
Yeah, we had
things.
that, but they always break. Finally, just got an old mop.
Well, then you have to. Like,
and then my husband
go-
mopped it.
But I love the name. Who would name it Bona?
I don't know.
I like a Bona.
Yeah, that's what I got for Christmas one year from Scott. A Bona.
Didn't we all?
So I don't feel like anyone has said in this conversation and I don't know why I'm feeling like this weird guilt bubble about saying it out loud, but we have a cleaning person that comes once a month, and it has saved my so no, I don't mop my floor because once a month it gets done.
Sure.
And I'm completely fine with that. And it happened when I had the babies, and I just was like, that's it. This is going to be something that I pay for because I am not good at, nor do I like cleaning certain things. And so I don't know why I have this like weird guilt about having a cleaning person, but I do. It is, we have budgeted it in.
Yeah. We used to, and then we stopped because we were working on our house. And then I just felt like we should like save our money from working on the house. So we do it. So mopping the floors maybe once a month, but because we have 2 dogs. And so it gets, but I
You have a
Roomba.
Roomba. Yeah.
God bless that
Oh,
Roomba.
you love your Roomba.
I do. I mean, we have
is
hairy
that?
dogs. It's a like a little
yeah.
robot thing, and it just kind of vacuums. It's not. I mean, it's
It's also
surface
listening
only.
to you.
It's not Wi-Fi. I won't get that one, but probably. Mine's real stupid. It's like a bat. I think I got like a bum Roomba. Like it'll go up to the edge of our door if the door is open, and it'll just try to get out, and it'll stay there until you move it. It'll go ring, ring, and it'll just try to go outside.
Shayna, don't be shamed by that.
No.
I'm jealous.
I would do-
I'm
I-
jealous of your housekeeper. My husband fired ours, and
Again, not surprised. He said,
and I'm like, I'm not cleaning. I run a business. I'm raising kids. I'm not cleaning this fucking house.
I would
He's like,
love-
I'll do it. I'm like, okay,
Great. Well, that's done.
Yeah, that's
So,
amazing.
I would love to
arrangement.
hire somebody to come and do baseboards, floors,
Yeah.
Like a deep
and
clean.
wash my
Once
sheets.
a month. It's
that would be great.
It's
My
hard.
sister has a housekeeper.
Wow.
Like daily.
No, like she comes once a week. And
Yeah.
like,
Yeah,
I think that's
my
good.
lady just comes and does, and she's great. But she just does the kitchen, wipes everything down, does the microwave. No matter how
Yes.
hard I tried, I could never clean the microwave like she cleans the
It's
microwave.
true.
It's true.
It's totally
The
true.
Or like
Floors.
your we did one, someone had, I don't know, I can't remember what we were doing, but they cleaned the trash bins.
Oh yeah,
I mean,
that
that's-
doesn't happen.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
That's amazing.
It was great. Yeah, and the microwave and all the things that
I need a
I don't
wife.
do.
I remember when I was
I won't-
pregnant with Georgia, we were in New York City, and my mom, I think because she knew she had to come out and spend some time in my tiny apartment, had hired had gotten me like a gift
crew.
certificate for like a cleaning. And my daughter came 2 weeks early, and she was scheduled for that day. So I remember being in labor, pushing, and then looking up at my husband and saying, "Call Mary Maids," because I knew they were supposed to come to the house that day, and I was so excited. It was the first time anyone was ever going to clean my house.
Sure. So did
and I'm
they
just
come?
like, yeah, we postponed them a week,
Oh.
and then they came once the baby was born. But they were supposed to come and have everything ready, but we were early.
That's actually a
and I
great
just was
gift.
like,
That's probably the cleanest my house has ever been.
That is a great
The
gift for
day
a pregnant
like
mom.
before, second child, no go. But first child, like the house super clean. It's a great gift.
yeah,
that.
it was nice. And again, she was coming to stay there, and I'm sure needed a little.
Yeah, because
Reassurance.
she's not the mom that comes and does the
No,
cleaning.
No,
No,
she just
totally
needs
not.
it to be clean. All right, I think it's
Okay.
your turn.
Oh, okay. When's the last time you cleaned, wiped the inside of your refrigerator?
Oh. No, I honestly don't. I can't recall.
I think about it often.
I do too.
I do too.
It does bother me. But yeah, there's no time frame. It's just at a point that I really just can't handle it anymore.
Like you literally have to have nothing else to do.
Exactly.
To just say,
It
I'm
is-
going to clean out my refrigerator.
Yeah, and it's been on the list, right? It's on the list. Like I'm gonna clean out the food and do it, and then there's so much that it's just not done. But it is when it's disgusting.
I did it the last time I knew my dad was coming to stay
Right.
there.
That's a good reason.
And that kind of stuff is like
Makes
what
him-
gets him. Like he'll act like it's fine, but like he'll tell everyone he knows how filthy.
Yeah, that's always a good thing to invite people to your house, like
And then you have to do
family,
shit.
and then that is the cleanest my house ever is when like my mom's coming
sure.
in, so I don't want to hear it.
Well, yeah, they always say at least for us, like there's nothing better to get things done around your house than to have a big party or house guests because
Oh,
you
right.
just get it
But then they
done.
come and just mess it up. That's what kills me too. Like that
Assholes.
was a lot of work for me.
Yeah.
And now you've just messed it up. And then I'm anxious anyway.
Yeah. I'm a condiment hoarder. I feel like if I got rid of half the random flavorings that I spent $8 on for one dish,
I mean,
my fridge would be a lot.
the amount of Asian sauces in my door alone because of my husband is like unbelievable.
Yeah.
I'm like, what is this rice wine vinegar?
Oh, but you need that.
You need that.
You
yeah.
definitely need that.
Aminos.
Yeah, you need that too.
Then like a sesame.
You need
I mean, it's
fish.
like
What is that,
everything.
fish oil?
18 hot sauces because he's from the south.
Sure. I have a hot sauce section. Like I have a whole shelf
That's
just for hot
labeled?
sauce.
That's cool.
Do you have your stuff in your fridge labeled?
You know, I've thought about it, but
Oh,
I
my
haven't
Lord.
actually done it. I've thought like, and then I'm like, Tracey, people are going to start to think like you're going to make people uncomfortable in your home if your fridge is.
I
if your
think you're
fridge-
reasonable. I mean, I know you and we're opposite in a lot of ways that way, but I think it's actually very reasonable. It's
Okay,
not,
thank
I mean,
you.
labeling takes it to a whole new level. I mean, right?
it's great. I mean, it's great. It's actually it's not, it doesn't look insane. And I think you balance it out so nicely
With
with
the
your kind of like
cluttery.
chaotic, things here, things there. I mean, obviously I've been able to live with you for 4 years on
mean,
the
we've
road.
been
Like,
married,
what's the
yeah.
weirdest thing you have labeled? Like, what would you? I can't. Where do you put the label?
So I will say when I cleaned out my pantry recently because I couldn't deal, I have a shelf and I sectioned off for boxes of mac and cheese and then another label for just taco shells and then another label for just pasta and which I thought even to myself was a little bit over
I
the
take
top.
back everything I just said.
And then because I like that Bonza, the gluten-free pasta, but the boxes are kind of hard to read and those went on the top shelf. So then I took a Sharpie and I wrote what kind of pasta it was on every box and then like them up so that I could see it.
What about like in your like linen closet? Like, does it say towels?
No, I've never labeled my linen closet because I don't know where to put the labels.
Yeah, because
Right,
that
where
would be
would you
because
put
they
them?
open them up and then it just is towels.
I'll give you another one. Then I redid we have like a little area where your coffee is and like smoothie stuff, and I made bins for vitamins and medicine, and then I did one for healthy fats, like which I thought was kind of
Like
a low point.
coconut oil.
Mhm, like coconut oil, peanut butter, and like the oil, ghee, healthy fats.
Yeah.
So
Do you keep your ghee? You don't keep your ghee in the refrigerator?
No, you don't have to.
Oh,
I
I,
didn't know
do.
that.
Who has ghee here?
We do. All
Ghee-
3 of us.
I don't have
You don't ghee?
Is
You
that
have all-
clarified butter?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, you should.
I know what it is.
Walt would love the ghee. That's
I feel
something
like
you
I
can
made
eat.
it, and then he's like, something's wrong with this.
There's this one ghee that's vanilla bean, and I stick it in my matcha.
What do
It's
you-
delicious. It's like bulletproof.
Do you
I
cook
hope
with
that was a
it?
metaphor.
You cook with it? It's like an oil.
It's like I can use it as butter. I don't use. I mean, we use normal butter too, but I use it in like porridge. Like if I make
If you're
like
on the
an
Whole
Art of
30,
Egg
you can't
porridge.
use
Yeah.
anything else. So you have to use
Oh,
ghee.
I don't do the whole 30.
No, but
I don't either. My husband does.
Well, if he does, he's welcome to my healthy fat.
Do you
container.
have a labeler?
I don't.
Oh, Christmas present.
I don't think I would use. I mean, I've thought about it certainly. But do you have early Alzheimer's? Like, why do
I
you?
am. You guys, do you know I'm spacey?
I'm not spacey.
I am
I'm very-
She
real.
would never know which ones were the healthy fats.
Except when you look in
It
the
makes
bin
me-
and see the healthy fats.
I can't.
I've thought about it, but
explain
I don't think I don't need it. I don't know.
My mom called me in an early age. Like I was like that when young. She's like, "You're so messy, and then you're so organized." I am a very.
So it's a childhood problem. that
It's
you
a
bring to
it's a Tracy
adulthood.
problem. I have no
Look,
I have no
get it,
excuse for myself.
because I come from that. I get it. Like it.
And you
But
just
my
went the
family was
opposite
never
way.
like that. My mom was. I mean, my mom was just she was a neat, great. I mean, she was never over the top about anything.
Well, my dad says that the reason that he's so crazy OCD is because his mom was so fucked up that like.
He needed that
He,
structure.
if he didn't go and check that the stove was off, the stove was on.
sure.
I mean, and so his younger brother was 10 years younger than him. So he was like taking care of a baby and like making sure that the
gosh.
house wasn't going to burn down. Because my grandma,
Well, that'll do it.
so
you know,
basically,
so he went nut
your
the other
kids are
side.
going to do the opposite of what we're doing.
well, right now they don't do shit. So
I want to like take besides Shayna's, of course. I want to take a tour of your guys'
Well, and I will
house.
say
I've
my-
been to your house, but I
Well, now you can really
I
go
wanna,
to my
like,
house.
look at
You're
it.
welcome to it.
Yeah.
It's very clean.
And you guys-
they're organized. But my daughter, I'm seeing the signs because I told you the other day. I had a stack of books next to my bed because I was like recovering from a surgery and it just was like reading all summer. And she went in and took out all the books and restacked them and put labels on top of every book and stacked them by subject matter. My daughter,
how old is she?
she's 7. And I was like, oh God, I did that to her.
Yeah. Well, my kids are also getting my habits of doing nothing.
And I will say too, when I was young, my dad owned hotels and he made my sister and I be a maid. I've been working since I'm 12 and he would make my sister and I take the bus from Parker, Colorado down to downtown Denver and clean hotel rooms in the summer when I was 12 and my sister was 10. So I learned from those hardworking maids, like hospital corners and how to clean a bathroom. And it's like,
Wow.
so part of me is like, if I can't clean it like I had to do in a hotel, I don't clean it. But then when I do, that's when I get naked. I never got naked in the hotel, but like,
Not to clean the bathroom anyway.
and then I still can't, I have to do hospital corners on my bed, like crazy stuff like that. It just sticks with you.
Wow.
It's so fast. It's, the other thing that I feel when I do this stuff, it's so time consuming that I just have better things to do with my time. Right.
Sure.
Like to do, maybe it's just easy for you guys, but like,
I think it actually is like calming.
It's a
for you
calming.
guys.
Yeah.
I mean, picking up is, I'll give you that. But like, it just seems so.
It's sad.
timing.
It's sad. It's like I was always a kid who was rearranging the furniture in my room to
I
switch
did
things
too,
around
yeah.
and make things neat. And like feels really good when it's done, to clean
Yeah.
out stuff. I think everyone can agree that like there's something so nice about when you do finally put your ass in gear and like clean out that
Of
pantry,
course.
right?
Oh,
Like it feels
God.
so good. So you're just getting that more often than me once every 3 years.
Well, but I think then when your family is not, you clean that out, but we're not organized people. So
Right.
then 2 days later, it's a disaster again.
everything.
So
But you
it's
don't
like,
have
what's the
any
point?
stuff anyway, so it can't. How
I
bad
don't-
could it be over there?
You're
I
pretty good.
do have stuff, but yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
The more stuff I get away, then it's just as clean.
Doesn't it feel good to throw their shit away, their toys? Like,
I
it feels
love
so
it.
good.
The back of my car right now is filled with toys that we cleaned out of the playroom last week, and I still have to take them. Like it's for me, it's like a 20-step process, and it
totally.
stresses me
In
out.
my bedroom now is all the stuff that I've collected that no longer has a place. But now it's
And now
like
what do you
this
do?
huge
'Cause you don't wanna throw it in the
pile.
trash.
No, I will take it to Goodwill, but it's getting all the stuff in my car.
Mm-hmm.
I have to make room in my car first to put the stuff in there because I have so much crap in my car.
Oh, you do?
In the
Oh,
back part of my
yeah.
car.
You want to know how crazy I am? So I clean it out and then I put it, and then I feel guilty that I'm not actually driving to like a better charity where the people are getting it directly. So then I feel guilty about just dropping it off at the Goodwill when I could like look at some like women's shelter and take it there. And then the other day I cleaned out my daughter's clothes. I'm like, I'm just going to sell some of it, make some of that money back and like put it in her bank account. And then I felt guilty that I wasn't giving it away. So now it's just been in my car.
Yeah, I'm
I'm going to give it away. I can't do it.
Yeah.
Well, you guys, this
Okay.
has been unbelievably validating.
Serena, do you have any thoughts?
Final thought.
You're amazing.
Serena's like, you're disgusting, and I'm leaving your house right now. No, I love it because I think that's so funny. I think all four of us are certainly vastly different, as is our audience listening to this. And
If they're still here.
and the truth is, we're all still awesome moms. So that is
You guys really are awesome moms. I will vouch for that. Absolutely.
you as well. You as well.
Tracy T.
Oh,
Thanks for celebrating all of our dirty
laundry. And there you have it, guys. We laid it out for you.
We certainly did. We certainly did.
We hope you feel enlightened and also
Validated.
maybe a little validated and better and worse about your own life, because I think what
better and worse.
Well, I mean, like for, maybe you learned some tips, and maybe we should all do Serena's, this is episode 1, do Serena's weekly meal planning. I learned something.
Yeah.
And maybe you think, well, gosh, maybe I should try to make my bed. I'm going to try to make it more.
And honestly, the things that I feel like I said that were hard for me to say, I feel better for saying.
Sure.
Like I rarely admit some of those things out
Right.
loud. I've felt guilt about, like, for example, the way we eat dinner in our house forever. And it's good to hear that, like, some people do it completely differently and some people do it like me.
Right.
So we'll see.
Maybe we'll air more dirty laundry with more people later on. But our next episode, we're going to continue to talk about ourselves.
Jeez. Good grief.
I know. But we're doing an Ask Us Anything episode. And so, because we have a lot of conversations with people, certainly after the shows, with moms who ask us all these questions.
Right. And also our show is like so not about, or we try
Right.
not to make it that much about us and
Our live show.
And so,
And now we're doing this podcast.
and everyone's like, you need to talk about yourselves. And so we hope that you're liking it.
Or are remotely interested.
We hope that we are remotely interesting. So we're doing an Ask Us Anything episode next week. So if you have questions that you want to ask us, nothing's off the table with us, as you can tell from the first 6 episodes of this podcast.
I think we've established that we're going to be pretty honest about it. So send us an email, shoot us a question about anything you're curious about.
pumpanddumpshow@gmail.com.
Yes. And we'll read the questions off on the air and
On the air, as if this is live. I like it.
into the microphone.
We will read it into the microphone for your ears to hear when you play
on
it.
the pod air, on
That's
the cast
right.
air.
And review us on iTunes, please. Leave comments. Subscribe. In the words of a 12-year-old YouTuber, subscribe.
Yeah, we'd appreciate that. And if you could just grab your motherfucker's phone and leave a review of us on their phone too. It's hard because what we're learning is that it's hard to find our show because it's so new, and even when people search for us, they're having.
Is that true?
Sometimes it doesn't come out. No, I'm just telling a lie on the air.
Well,
on
no,
the
I'm
pod
sorry.
air.
It's new information for me.
Yeah, and we also just got listed on Spotify, so if that's easier for you to listen to us there, but it's because we're just so low on the totem pole. it's kind of like Google, like search engine stuff. So if you leave a review or rate us, it just helps get our podcast sort of out there into the ether, which we would appreciate. And I think on Spotify, like for example, if you have an Alexa, then you can ask your Alexa to play a podcast for you.
I have been wondering if that works. Hey, watch this. Alexa, play the Pump and Dump podcast on Spotify.
I couldn't find any Pump and Dump songs on Spotify.
She couldn't find any Pump and Dump songs on Spotify.
Which is also a total lie because our whole album is on there as well. So this is what we're saying.
Alexa,
Bitch.
you bitch.
Spotify, what the hell? Anyway, send us questions and we'll talk to you guys next week.
We are on tour. We got a tour update.
Tour update.
We're on the final stretch for 2018.
We are. We're going in like 2 days to Iowa City.
Yep.
Very exciting.
So exciting. And then Sacramento, California, San Jose, California.
Yes, I think San Jose is right. The day before Sacramento, we're ending the fall tour in Sacramento.
Oh, at the Crest.
At the Crest.
So fun.
We love the Crest.
We do. We're going. So those are 2 cities we've been back to. So we're really excited. And that's it. Do you remember how many shows did we do this year? I have no idea.
You mean including the spring?
Well, yeah, in 2018, because this is the end. These will be our last shows of 2018. How many did we do?
972. That's how it felt
We're
in my
still
body.
married. We're still married.
If you ask my back,
oh my gosh,
it'll tell you that many.
Sure.
I know this fall was a short tour because we're about to start. We actually might not survive in 2019. But yeah, so it's only 7 shows this fall, but then I think we must have done
22.
No, that was the year before. This year we took it easy and I think did 18.
Oh, just
took
18.
it a little easier.
Yeah. So come see us. If you're in California, Northern California, come and see us. And if you're in Iowa City, come and see us. I think there's some tickets left.
And I think there's some schools left who can sign up to raise money for their school.
I think in Sacramento.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, reach out to us. Go to thepumpandumpshow.com/fundraise and you can get details about how to make your school eligible. And it's super easy. And then whoever buys a ticket sends a proof of purchase and we send $2 per ticket to your school.
Yeah. And if you've got friends in those states or cities, send them our way. We'd like to meet them. Breeders forever.
Breeders forever. There's also a big game in Iowa on Saturday night when we're there.
Right.
So if your motherfucker is going to the game,
try to pop for a sitter
or pool all your kids
together.
together.
I was gonna say do a sister wife circle and
show's only an hour and a
somewhere.
half. Yeah, and it's at the Englert Theater, so it's
and
like
it's
super
gonna be
nice.
so beautiful and fun. Yeah,
we're stoked. So big night Saturday night in
San
Iowa.
Jose Improv is always just so fun and a beautiful theater too. And then the Crest is in Sacramento is just a great time, great old theater.
It's cool. And in Iowa we're actually staying because everything was sold out because of Iowa City, because the game probably. And so we're actually staying in Cedar Rapids. If you are anywhere near Cedar Rapids, we actually have to fly in Friday night and we will generally stay in our beds and work all day on Saturday. But, if you have a food recommendation or something we should know about Cedar Rapids, it's one of those cities we have not been to before.
So send us some definitely food. Right. If we can eat actually a real meal.
Oh my God. If I don't have to DoorDash Applebee's, I'll be fucking thrilled. If we can make it through Iowa without diarrhea, I'd be thrilled.
I think the real low point was door dashing Red Robin, and none of the food was even warm, and we still had to eat it.
I mean,
nothing
God bless
against
DoorDash.
junk food. God bless DoorDash.
But sometimes there's 0 options.
We're like, do you want this set of carbs and grease, or do you want this set of carbs and grease?
And that's why we started bringing white butt wipes with us, because when you eat like that and you travel. And then you have to use all that just really thin papery toilet paper. It's just the worst. So we're treating ourselves to wet, just flushable wipes.
And thank you to the mother in Chicago who saw our Instagram post about it, and she brought us extra butt wipes.
It was so kind.
After the show, I still have it. She wrote "thank you" on the outside. So nice. It doesn't go unappreciated.
Was that Chicago?
That was Chicago.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
God bless that woman.
I
It's
know.
so great.
So nice.
All right.
See you guys later.
See you on the road.
Before we were moms, we were women.